Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back doing a best of 3 Brothers War draft with Cloud Key as our, time-shifted rare, whatever. Battlefield Forge as our rare. Neither of those cards appeal to me. Looking at kind of like Steel Exemplar, which is a good card. It's a 5-drop, but can be coming down as a 5-mana 6/6 trample, which is good. This figure, which is some cheap removal, which is good in this format. Cohort, just 2 bodies in 1. It has Unearth. It's good. It's a soldier. Combat Courier, good. Disenchants, some fairly hard removal in this format. Those are the cards I'm looking at. They're all pretty good picks. If I take one of the artifacts, it doesn't commit me. Well, these kind of commit me, I guess, to a certain extent. I think I'm going to go with one of the removal spells and probably the Disenchant. This figure is very good, but Disenchant deals with some pretty big threats in the format, so it's got a little bit more appeal to me. Well, we could take a Staff of Domination. This card is pretty cool. I mean, it does a lot. It's expensive, though. And you can do more than one thing in a turn with, just a bajillion mana. But I almost feel like this format is so fast. The format's so fast that it's not super appealing to me to take it. So I want something else. I would probably take Paratrooper over Lauren just because Paratrooper's so good. You can play a bunch of these even though the ability doesn't synergize well with itself. There's Gurgling Anointer, though, which is a very good uncommon, and Overwhelming Remorse, which is good removal. It's early enough where we can take the best card, but gosh, with how much Paratrooper does, decent argument. It's worthy of just taking over removal here. I'm going to take the Paratrooper. My gut is just telling me it's that good. And I've played with it enough and against it enough to know that it really is that good. This seems like an easy prison sentence at least, because it's playable removal. But let's see what else is in here. Ichor Wellspring, which is good for the sack deck. Thopter Architect, which I guess if you have a billion artifacts, in theory this is good, but I've yet to see it really pay off. Involuntary Cooldown in blue is a good card. Deals with a couple threats for a couple turns. Battery Bearer is pretty sweet for the big rampy decks. Draw a billion cards. Scrapwork Mutt, cheap beater. Evolving Wild's free sort of fixing. Sprite is good. Subjugation's playable. I like the Strongbow, the Recluse. A lot of good cards in here. Moment of Defiance certainly playable, but we'll take the prison sentence. It makes sense. On color. Probably want to continue to cut white at this point. Alright, well, can continue to cut white and take Lauren, which is a good card, despite the fact we have 0 artifacts at the moment. Otherwise, Sandrith Steelseeker is a great card, too. They both kind of want to be in the same deck, but Lauren on color with what we already have, so I think it makes sense. More removal in here. Another Subjugation. Power Stone Fracture is good. I like Opportunist. Perimeter Patrol's playable. Hajar just is a 2-drop 3/3 with upside that doesn't really do much all that often. And Union of the Third Path for the draw card value. Typically blue-black, but it can be in Esper colors. But let's take Lauren. Okay, the pick here. Great Desert Prospector. This was a card I was really excited about at the beginning of the format, but a little less excited now. I do think it's very good with Paratrooper. If you're able to make those Power Stone tokens, that actually powers up the activated abilities. So maybe take it. Deadly Repost is a card I was down on. It's funny. Deadly Repost was a card I was down on in the beginning of the format, and it turns out it's really good because this format's so aggressive. And then Prospector I was up on at the beginning of the format, but once again, I'm kind of down on it now because the format's so aggressive. But do I want to take a Deadly Repost now? I'm going to take the Prospector because it's uncommon. And speculatively, if we get more Paratroopers especially, I think Prospector could be good. So Harvester is a totally fine card. There's nothing in white. Probably just take the Harvester. It's an uncommon. It's a 2-drop. It's got 3 power. It's an artifact. It exiles unearthed stuff. It can unearth, but if we don't play black, I still think it's playable as a 2-drop 3/1 that we can get back. So, yeah, it feels pretty good here. Okay, options here are Mineworker, Lauren's Escape, and Tokasia's Amulet. So, you know, I feel like I cut Lauren's Escape a lot from my deck, but it is a solid card. It's a combat trick. It also protects from removal, and it's got Scry 1. And it would continue to cut white. Amulet is an artifact, and a fairly good beater, and it's got Unearth. Both of those are probably higher up than Mineworker. I think I'm going to go with the Lauren's Escape, but I wouldn't fault anybody for taking Amulet there either. So we could get a second Lauren, or we can take Survivor of Corliss. And you know me, I love my Survivor of Corliss. I feel like just considering we only have one artifact currently, and we already have this, and it's a legend, maybe I just take the Survivor now, make sure we have enough early game, get that first strike going. It's also a soldier. It's going to work well with Paratrooper for pumps and first strike. All right. Well, here I feel a lot better about taking a Battlefield Forge. Potential free fixing if we end up red especially. Dragon Engine is good in red. Perimeter Patrol probably wants to be in the same deck as like a Lauren and Great Desert Prospector deck. You get all those pumps, but I'm going to take the Forge. It's a free card in the deck, and it's fixing. So yet another opportunity to get a second Lauren, or it can take Military Discipline, which is a combat trick, or the Amulet now. I think I'll take another Lauren. It is an uncommon. It's the third one we've seen. After that, we don't need any more, but we'll take 2 for now. It's a Gravedigger plus effect, only for artifacts, but hopefully we can find some. All right, Evolving Wild seems like a good pickup here. More free fixing. We're just mono white at the moment. We haven't committed to anything else. All of these cards are actually pretty playable, though, surprisingly. Surprised to see all of those that late, but I'd still rather have the Evolving Wilds for now and not commit to something, because I don't know what I'm playing yet, other than white. So now I feel a little bit better about taking the Perimeter Patrol. Hajar is a little bit too far out of the way, and Union of the Third Path I don't really need. Nor do I really need Archaeologist, but Patrol, 3 mana, 3/3 is never bad, although I have cut it before. But we already kind of want artifacts, and like I said, it does work well with the Prospector, rather. So I'll take Power Plant Worker. I don't love the card, but it's an artifact. We have 2 Laurens. It's playable, and Burrowing Razor Maw doesn't really excite me. That card is probably more for... oh, well, I'll take Giant Growth over a second Power Plant Worker. Tawnos Tinkering. Well, finally played against that. And actually, it wasn't that bad. On an artifact creature, it really wasn't that bad. So Deathbloom Ritualist is kind of a weird rare. They could have gotten away with making that an uncommon, frankly, but that's okay. So Ironclaw Crusher, on the other hand, I really do like. I think more often than not, you're playing this as a 4 mana 2/5 that attacks as a 4/5 or pumps something else, but we probably want another Prison Sentence. It's a little clunky and not good against the sack deck. They're jamming the Power Stone Fractures, but you do get to scry 2 off of it, and getting rid of activated abilities is a pretty big deal. And if it has Unearth, you know, it prevents them from unearthing it. So that might be enough appeal where I just take it. As much as I want the Crusher. Especially since it's an artifact too. That's tough. I'm going to take the removal though. Probably get the Mineworker back, which I guess I would take. Haywire Might I do like. Feldon. This card's kind of cool. I like the Haywire Might. We probably take another Prison Sentence. Can I just play a billion Prison Sentences and be okay? I hope so, because it's what we're doing right now. Whoa, that was weird. So we'll take it over Haywire Might, despite Haywire Might actually being a pretty good card. Wow. Well, that's a great card to get past. This card is great. You just make an army even if they didn't tap for lands, which they do, this card is incredibly strong when you've already got a Paratrooper. So now I'm pretty happy I took that Paratrooper. I'd like the Elite too, and Sprite would be a nice card to wheel, but I'm not holding my breath, and just thrilled to get Awaken the Woods. Powerful Mythic there. Lauren of the Third Path is just a good card, but we do have Adaptive Automaton, another good card to play with. Awaken the Woods, yeah. Another Prison Sentence in here too. What's our creature types looking like? We have 6 humans already. I'm going to take Automaton. It's also a card we can get back with Lauren, and like I said, it's going to work real well if you choose, I guess you'd have to choose Dryad, but Dryad or Human in our deck, both of those are going to be good. I do like Lauren. Really great card, and it comes in and destroys something, but I think I'd rather have the Automaton. The Lord effect with Awaken the Woods, like I said, or Humans is going to be pretty good. This is a great pack for us. And it's an artifact that we can get back. I think that all adds up to be relevant for us. What's this do again? 4 mana, whenever you gain life, pay X. X is less than or equal to the amount of life you gain. If you do draw X cards. I don't think we have a lot of ways to gain life, though. Perhaps no ways to gain life, yeah. Another Prison Sentence. Jeez, can I play 4 of them? I guess so. That's what we're doing. I'm going to take it over a Stone Retrieval unit, so 4 Prison Sentences. All right, it's a little excessive, I admit. Symmetry Matrix. Well, I always want to play it, but I never have symmetrical creatures. Actually, this deck kind of does have symmetrical creatures, so could take it. Not much else for us here. Supply Drop, which I've been known to play, but this is an uncommon and possibly makes the deck. All right, Elite. Fantastic pickup for us. We're going to take it over Perimeter Patrol. Bauble, which wouldn't be a bad pickup either. With Lauren, it's like a free card draw. That is good, but I'd rather have the Elite. Just a great card. It's also a human. It's also a soldier. It also can come down pretty early in our deck. Vanguard is good. 2-drop. It's going to work well with the Prospector. So it wants to be in the same deck as the Patrol. It's also symmetrical, so it's good for Symmetry Matrix. Same with Elite. Yeah. And it's a human. Well, I'm fine taking another Disenchant here over a Military Discipline. 2 Disenchants, 4 Prison Sentences. Pretty good removal suite, actually. Feel like you can deal with pretty much everything there. Okay, well, Clear Cutter, I guess technically good for Awaken the Woods, and 3/6 Body, not bad. And we can get it back with Lauren. But maybe we'd prefer to have the symmetrical creature. I'll just take it because it's an uncommon. I'm not blown away with Clear Cutter, but it also technically works with Paratroopers, so maybe that's helpful. Architect versus Supply Drop. Well, Supply Drop is actually a decent one to get back, but maybe we try the Architect. It's an uncommon. We have a decent amount of artifacts at this point. I doubt we're going to need 2 Symmetry Matrix, but I guess I'll take it. I mean, Matrix is kind of cool with Awaken the Woods. You need a boatload of mana, but you do trigger for each one, which is kind of crazy. Maybe we'll just cut the green card here. Well, Demolition Field is a useful sideboard card, maybe, against some lands. I can think of maybe... I'll take a Firebomb just randomly in case we need it. And we're not in red, so... I can splash red if I need to, but we're not in red currently. What are cards I'm likely to cut? Probably not playing 2 Symmetry Matrix. Well, Hostile Negotiations we don't really need. Yoshin Tactician is good. Do I want to splash it? We have 5 soldiers currently. Hero of the Dunes, also good. Do I want to splash this? We have quite a few 3 mana or less creatures. See that? What would I rather splash? Hero of the Dunes or Tactician? Or do I just take another removal in like Epic Confrontation? with 13 creatures currently. I feel like the Tactician or the Hero of the Dunes have higher impact. We already have 4 Prison Sentence. I'm kind of feeling the Hero of the Dunes. It does more than Tactician, you know? You get something back, and it pumps a bunch of things. I like that. Works pretty amazing with Elite, too. We'll see if we splash it. Might not be worth it. Also, not symmetrical, but neither was the Ocean Soldier thing, so... I don't know if we need the Loren's Escape with 2 Disenchant, 4 Prison Sentence. I'm not sure if Giant Growth is going to make the cut either, even though it's a card I kind of like. Wow, Gixine Puppeteer. Well, now I'm much happier I picked up the Hero of the Dunes, because if I'm going to splash that, I feel thrilled about splashing this one. Problem is, we don't really draw cards in this deck, do we? Well, we have Symmetry Matrix. It's kind of an interesting combo. Too bad it's not symmetrical. Semblance Anvil, Imprint in general, not that good, especially an Imprint that just makes things cheaper. Avenger I like. Boulder Branch Golem I also like, but I'm going to splash Puppeteer. I mean, it's got built-in die, get something back, and it's to the battlefield. That's pretty sweet. So probably not jamming Giant Growth anymore. Static Net, excellent removal. So we've just got a boatload of enchantment-based removal. Another Survivor in here. But yeah, we'll take Static Net. This card's sweet. Deals with everything too. Maybe we don't do 2 Disenchants main deck, although 2 Disenchants main deck is just fine. I don't know if we need the Clear Cutter, although 3 mana jumps you from 3 to 5 in a pinch. That could be useful. Wish I had more than one way to draw a card now. Beast or Bird. I think those are tough to come by in this format. So we can take Recommission. I don't think so. We can take the Demolisher. We just can't unearth it. That makes it less exciting. Pallbearer. This isn't really the right archetype for it. Stone Retrieval Unit. 2 artifacts in 1. We're at 15 creatures currently. I don't really need a supply drop. It's not symmetrical. Pallbearer is... I guess I'll take Pallbearer. I don't really want it, but I kind of doubt it makes the deck. Recommission is an okay card. I'm going to take another Patrol here, just because it's symmetrical and it's fairly cheap. I'd like to keep the curve a little bit low. And having 3 mana or less creatures is better for Hero of the Dunes, I would say, too. So we'll take Patrol. So Cavalry with 7 soldiers. This is a soldier too, isn't it? Wow, that's nice. So there is Steel Exemplar, which is fine, and Self-Assembler actually in here can find the Power Plant Worker. But you really can't go wrong with Cavalry. It's a flyer, or we can take I don't think we need to splash for a Fracture at this point. Let's just take Cavalry. Cavalry's a great card. Flying Body that can finish games that also pumps something. It's just very, very good. So at this point, Automaton, we have 8 soldiers, 12 humans. Wow. Airlift Chaplain's a great card, and happy to take it here. It's also a human. And you get bodies back too, which is just very nice. It also feeds the yard for Hero of the Dunes and gets pumped by Hero of the Dunes, so I like that. At this point, I don't know if we need double Loren. We might just be off the Loren plan. So another Cavalry, or we can take... I think I'm going to take the wiser pick, which I believe is Evolving Wilds, just because if we realistically want to splash Puppeteer and Hero of the Dunes, which I might still try out Symmetry Matrix, I think I want more fixing. Plus, we already have to make cuts, so I think it makes sense. Like I said, I do wish Puppeteer was a... This card is so good that I wish it was a little bit better here, but... Confrontation, I think, is better than Discipline. I don't know if either one makes the deck. Or maybe we run them over Disenchant. Maybe Disenchant's a better sideboard card. Because we probably are only going to have space for 8, you know, non-creature spells if we want to run 15 creatures. Could take a medic. It's both a human and a soldier. Maybe there's matchups where it's good. I don't really care about taking a Semblance Anvil anyway. I doubt it makes the main deck, but yeah, there might be matchups where it's okay. Discipline versus Supply Drop. Probably take a Discipline. I don't think it makes the deck either, though. I mean, if Giant Growth's not making the deck, I don't think Military Discipline is. Still a lot of cuts to make. I think we're off Battlefield Forge at this point. I might just be off of the Unit versus Supply Drop. Don't really need either one. Maybe we just cut Clear Cutter. And do I want to do the Symmetry Matrix? Let's see how symmetrical I can make this deck. If I can make it symmetrical enough, I'm not opposed to it. Because I don't think we're on Lauren plan anymore either. Although Lauren is also symmetrical. Something to keep in mind. Which probably means we're off the Thopter Architect plan. Like, if we're not going to go for artifact synergies, then let's just get off of it now. Like, dump the Worker, dump the Laurens. Oh, and then we don't have that many cuts to make. Well, that's nice. So we're at 17 creatures. Probably don't need to main deck the Medic. Do I need Harvester? Well, it's not symmetrical, but it's a 2-drop. And we're not staying as busy as I would like in the early game. So maybe we need the Harvester. And actually we can unearth it, so okay, we'll keep it around. I don't know if we need 2 Pallbearers. Let's cut the Thopter Architect. We don't need that. Is Prospector even that good here? So Prospector feeds Paratrooper, but other than that, well, feeds Awake in the Woods too. And I guess if you have Awake in the Woods, you can make a billion Power Stones, which does power up your Patrol and your Vanguard. All right, we'll keep it around for just like a speculative make all your dudes huge play. But I mean, you still have to like get a clear path through them. I don't know if it's worth it or not. But getting all the Power Stone tokens to either fuel an Awake in the Woods or fuel a Paratrooper, maybe that should be the selling point. It's got enough synergies where I'm intrigued by it, so I think we'll keep it around. Let's see how many actual symmetrical creatures we have. So we're at 15 creatures right now. I don't know if we're going to main deck 2 Disenchants, because our removal right now is what? 2 or 4 Prison Sentence. Static Net deals with everything a Disenchant can deal with. So we'll at least cut 1 Disenchant. And I possibly cut 2, just because Prison Sentence deals with all of the artifact creatures. Yeah, maybe we just... Having 2 Disenchants out of sideboard is still very good. But I'd probably rather have Prison Sentence for all creatures, including artifact creatures, and get a Scry 2 effect out of it, and then have the Static Net. I feel like that's a little more valuable. And then we stay at 15 creatures. We do have 2 Pallbearers, which really aren't that great in this deck outside of Symmetry Matrix. And to be honest, is it even that good with Symmetry Matrix? You have to pay 7 mana to get a 5/5 plus draw the card. So maybe a little bit less good there. Otherwise, I'd have to play like a Power Plant Worker over it, which I don't love either. Quite a bit of symmetry in here, though. Survivor, Vanguard, it's 2. All of these, technically 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, you know, basically 2/3 of our creature base will net us a card if we pay the extra mana. It's not bad. Could still swap the Pallbearer for the Plant Worker, and the only reason why is because it's a mana cheaper, and we don't get that much benefit from Pallbearer in this deck anyway, because we're not self-milling that much. We have Chaplain that basically self-mills, and that's it. So let's cut this for something cheaper, because then for 6 mana I can play this and draw a card right away. Yeah, it just lowers the overall curve of the deck a little bit. So, alright, this is an odd deck. They want to do 3 swamps. Well, 9 plains, 7 forests. But unfortunately our green spells are... we have a lot of double green. We just don't have a lot of green in this deck, but we do have a lot of double green. We don't have any double white, though. But I see the point of... we do have a whole lot more white than... maybe this is appropriate. Double green's going to be a little trickier, though. In a sense, it almost makes Pallbearer less attractive than like a Clear Cutter, because at least Clear Cutter we can play early and jump to 5, and it doesn't require double green. It's not symmetrical, but it also powers up Awaken the Woods and Paratrooper. And if you get a 3/6 body, you're pretty happy too. That's probably okay. I just like that it's versatile because you can play it a little bit earlier too. And it doesn't hurt the mana base as much. And it gives us green, which is relevant for Awaken the Woods. Okay. This is odd. Do I want to try for 2 Symmetry Matrix? Feels dangerous. Symmetry Matrix alone is a card I really seldom play, so why don't we just stick with 1, see what we can do with this. Alright, we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. Alright, round 1, we'll play first. Oh yeah. Yep. Looks good. Got all of our colors, got some removal. We can get our black mana right away. Automaton naming human. Although, do we wait for the Symmetry Matrix? That's not playing anything for a pretty good amount of time. But you really do want to maximize that Symmetry Matrix, I think. I probably just play the Automaton. Well, let's see. Well, okay, I don't play Automaton here. Next turn I play Matrix. Alright. Alright, I think I play the Matrix now. Then we can do Chaplain next turn, or Static Net if I guess I really want. Oh, I could have attacked first. I'm glad they didn't. So we'll do the Automaton because it can block. I don't have anything to bring back with Hero of the Dunes, so if I did the Chaplain, I guess it would set me up a little bit better for that, wouldn't it? That's true, and it gives me a flyer. But I potentially take 3 next turn. Let's just do the Automaton and draw. And we're gonna name human. And I want to tap this because we have Survivor of Corliss. Well, I have Static Net for the 3rd Path Savant if they get to the point where they can use that. There's our Survivor of Corliss. So with 5 mana, I can go Chaplain, draw, maybe get the land back, and then I can do Survivor draw too, which is pretty slick actually. If I hit a land, we did hit a land. Oh, it's only plains though, I see. Alright, well, I'm fine getting elite 2. We'll pay the 1. Still could get a land. Got the land. Play the land. Play the survivor. Pay the 1. Draw. No attacks. So I think we still take out the third path Savant. Probably with the prison sentence. Yeah, that makes the most sense. They don't have any reach, right? I don't think so. So we're probably going to want the untapped land, I'm guessing, because we still might be able to draw off of elite as well. Still no creatures in the yard, and they don't have any reach. So I think the prison sentence on the Savant's going to be appropriate. So they don't draw. So I guess we'll dump the land, keep the prison sentence. Then we can play the land and play the elite. Tap the automaton on the survivor. Pay 1, draw, attack for 2. This is a little dangerous. You know, it might have been smarter to tap the chaplain and the automaton and leave the survivor back because it blocks keeps the honor guard back. They have a bounce. They could have bounce. They could have fight. Sure. So static net can technically deal with that. We're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they half us here. So it was a dangerous play, ultimately. I should have left the survivor back and not dealt the damage in hindsight. But I was kind of hoping green-blue, they didn't have the removal, but they had it, so nothing to be done there. I still am in pretty good shape here. We probably can... Do I even want a static net? Well, I kind of want a static net the battery bears so they lose the ability and they can't draw off of big artifacts. That is nice. But I can also static net the subjugation to get that back. With 8 mana, I can static net. Well, I can prison sentence plus cavalry, so... Do I even want to do that yet? I don't think so. Let's just do cavalry. We'll pump the survivor. Do I want a prison sentence? No, I don't think so. So we'll do that. Unfortunately, Hero of the Dunes, a little bit less likely to go off this game unless I trade in combat, but that might happen this turn. Like, I might need to lose my automaton and then get it back with Hero of the Dunes. Yeah, I guess that's fine. So if they dig up an answer for cavalry here, like another subjugation or whatever, I'll probably just trade off the automaton or chump it. We'll see. Okay. No attacks. Well, that was unexpected. Practice. I don't know what we need. Doesn't really matter. Awaken the Woods. Well, that's a good one. We can use this turn to just do some removal, though. Just buy ourselves some time. So, prison sentence on the pallbearer. And then just get in with flyers. I guess I can do Hero of the Dunes too. Alright. So we'll take out their Trampler. Keep the prison sentence again. We'll do Hero of the Dunes because it pumps the Chaplain, so we get in for 7 here. I don't know why they did it then. So, we can kill Urza. We can first strike down the 3-power dude. And I think we actually... I think we actually do, just in case they have a giant growth, I'm going to block like here. Because if they have giant growth, we would die, so I don't want to do that. Okay. So... they only have one blocker. They're at 9, 4, 7, 9. So we'll just prison sentence the battery bearer so they lose all their blockers. So we got game 1. So we're playing against blue-green. We have Disenchant, which doesn't look very useful this match. It's not entirely true. There are targets, but targets that we can deal with what we already have that also deal with everything else in their deck, so don't need it. They've got some fatties. Got some ramp, some card advantage, but looks like we can deal with most of their stuff. They have subjugation. I guess that isn't that is a target for Disenchant, but we have static net for that already, and we won fairly easily through a subjugation, so I don't think we need to jam that. So I guess we keep it the same. Was happy to see Symmetry Matrix do something. Drew some cards, I guess. I don't love this hand, but we'll keep it. We're on the draw. We have all 3 colors. We have a removal. We have Puppeteer. Not that Puppeteer is looking incredible here, but 4 mana, 4/3. Maybe find a Symmetry Matrix along the way. Get lucky. Well, I guess they're not doing anything. That's good. Alright, well, found our prison sentence target. I think it's worth it to do it now because we want to dump lands at this point. Just got a handful of lands, so. So we want to play the patrol first because it sets up a better prospector pump. Oh. It's an odd play. Well, they could have surprise blocked our Puppeteer, but maybe they didn't realize it had flash, I'm not sure. So I think we'll do the prospector first. Because it gives us ammo to pump with. But Hero of the Dunes only pumps 1 creature right now. I mean, maybe it's better. I guess I'm just holding out hope that I can get something back, but we'll see. Clear Cutter. Well, Clear Cutter's big and it's an artifact, so that makes sense. Well, they chose the thing we wanted them to choose, so now we can get it back with Hero of the Dunes. No reach on Clear Cutter, unfortunately. Oh, that's really good. So, in for 7. We're going to play the Awaken the Woods into Hero of the Dunes next turn, because that's going to be some massive pumps. Nine. Oh, I didn't have that? Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, why can't I do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Confused. Oh, they're just making me tap. Okay. My math was off twice? Oh no. Cannot pay for a non-artifact spell. What am I doing? I can only do it for 7. So Prospector, I didn't even realize, and that's funny because I even talked about how Prospector was going to help pay for that, but it doesn't because it's a non-artifact spell. So that actually came up. Oh, I guess I'll just take 8. Alright. Opponents seemed like they were a little bit newer, so that's fine. Got the Hero of the Dunes with the Forest Dryads, that's fun. Alright, we'll see you for round 2. Alright, round 2, we're on the draw, we'll keep. This might have to find a forest, we'll see. Oh, well. Now it is going to find a forest, and we're happy about it. Okay. Solid draw. Gives us a play next turn. Couple plays. A lot of removal in hand. Well, we can get it back. Hero of the Dunes, that's good. Okay, so we can prison sentence that, scry, find some lands. I think we would prefer land to either of these at this juncture. We need to be hitting our land drops here. So, did hit the land drop. We'll do Automaton, we'll name Human. So we'll get our second green mana here. Power plant worker. Alright. So I have cavalry. Let's do chaplain, see if we can find yet another land. Hit the... We want to play the plains. And I guess we can prison sentence that. I mean, I'm at 20 life, but we have 3 in hand. Yeah, let's just prevent some damage now. That thing gets bigger too, I believe. So... how badly do I need the 7th land? Probably not that badly, I guess. So we can do the cavalry now. Get another flyer that can block the Rager. Save the removal for the bigger things, I guess. Sure. So we can get 5/1/1s. Let's just prison sentence the war plow for now. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, that's gonna be... Let's see. If I'm playing Awake in the Woods next turn, maybe I do want to draw the land. Then I make... Yeah, it's probably... I kind of want to get the Paratrooper down. Well, I'm not playing Paratrooper next turn if I'm doing Awake in the Woods, so I guess we will take the land. Do I want to prison sentence anything else? I have 2 cards in hand. Otherwise I have to take 4. So I guess, well... Could prison sentence the Rager, I guess. Because we still have the static net, too. Kind of just a waste of scries, but I'm not going to get rid of the Paratrooper. I could have gotten rid of the Forest and gotten 2 more looks, but... yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we'll go land. Wake in the Woods for 6. Oops. 1. We have the Power Stone token as well, so the grand total we have 9 mana. And this is actually good because we can still use the Paratrooper defensively too, with the tokens. Technically, I cast Static Net too, but I think I can afford to get drained for a little bit. Oh, they forgot to attack with the Mutt. Oh wait, the Mutt, that's right. Well, we'll double block and then we'll use Paratrooper here. I guess we can Static Net the Butcher now. Let's see. Guess you get in with everything here. Okay. So we can double pump. Got him. That's good. All right. Got him. Their deck's pretty good, though. They have a lot of card advantage stuff. They have pretty decent removal, too. Power Stone Fracture is going to be good against all our enchantment-based removal. But, I mean, we're going to have to just stick to the plan here, I think. Symmetry Matrix. I mean, didn't look terrible this game if we had seen it earlier. How good is Disenchant against them? Well, not amazing. Got enough outs for the war plow, so gosh, sure hope they don't have a bunch of Disenchants in their sideboard. Yoshin Medic, I mean, technically deals a pumped Evangel, but this thing gets Menace, so you'd have to double block it. Let's see. I think Epic Confrontation's worse because they have, well, they have Moment of Defiance, they have Disfigure and Go for the Throat. So they have instant speed removal. It's going to make Confrontation a little bit tougher. Could drop it for another Symmetry Matrix and just assume I can out-card advantage them somehow because I have enough removal, hopefully. It's a chance. It's a little clunky, makes it a little clunkier. But, I mean, we've got some decent early bodies, and at least Harvester's good against them. They don't have Unearth, but they have the Hero, and they've got the Butcher. Oh, they do have Unearth. So they have some Unearth, they have the Butcher. Alright. Well, I guess we'll try this. I guess they do have the Subjugation. That's okay. We'll keep this. Once again, might need to use Evolving Wilds for Plains. We have both black cards in hand? That's awkward. I'm going to go for the black mana. This is a little bit potentially dangerous here, but I'm going to hope that we can find a plains, because we have more plains than swamps in here. And I can prototype out a clear cutter, so I can at least get to like Puppeteer mana. Oh man. I mean, I can't not block, I feel like. It's too dangerous. Like, obviously it's good for them, they have this figure, but I think I have to block there. So we'll do Automaton, or probably block in here too, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's actually fine, because we have Hero of the Dunes to get it back, so that'll work. Oh, and they're missing land drops? Well, that's convenient. So they have 6 spells in hand, huh? Alright. Good to know. White mana. Just play hero now and get automaton naming human. It's good synergy. Alright, well that's cool. So we can attack with hero. Play a puppeteer, which oddly enough is not human. Alright. All in all, trade I'm willing to make. Kind of trade I have to make. I don't really care if they kill puppeteer. We do have 2 symmetry matrix to get some value out of it, but oh, they're really not having that puppeteer, huh? Oh, and then we rip the matrix. That's okay. I'm just gonna play the matrix now, just because it, even though you know they've only got 3 lands, it's just a way to start netting some card advantage now. Harvester, not so symmetrical, but does pump perimeter patrol, so certainly relevant enough here. And I guess we could get rid of Mutt. Alright, Wake in the Woods. So let's just do Sentence, Scry, dig for some lands. Take the land in the prison sentence. I'm cool with that. Play the Harvester for the pump. Get in for 6 or 7 rather. Thrax a demon back, which makes sense. So we can prison sentence that, and they can't even sack the Trench Stalker. Let's do Survivor, and then we can play it and draw the prison sentence. And we can get in here. These 2. And get rid of their Unearth dude, I guess. So we only have 1 white mana, huh? Guess that makes the multi-plays in turn a little trickier. Okay. So let's just go prison sentence on Evangel. I mean, I don't really want the swamp. Do I? Not especially. guess we'll get rid of like do they have, in case they have another Hero of the Dunes, I guess we can get rid of Thraxodemon. All right. So options now are Awaken the Woods for 4, or we do the Survivor draw. I think we do the Survivor and draw. Yeah, because then we got another white mana, so now we can do another, all 4. Jeez, my opponent's probably just furious. No, I would be. So we'll do the plains first so we can do Awaken the Woods next turn. So I can do Awaken the Woods for 3 and draw 3 cards, or I can get 6 creatures. Might even be better to just get the 6 creatures. Oh, geez, they're gonna... Gosh, that gruesome realization too. That would have been real nasty against our Awaken the Woods. All right, we'll see you in round 3. So only white mana. We are on the draw. We have a Harvester. I think I'm going to keep it. A little risky, but Chaplain at least could find another plains to start powering out Cavalry and a hard cast Clear Cutter. Howling Mine. Was not expecting that. Why wouldn't you attack? Oh. Oh, look at the synergy. Cool. That is good. So they get an extra card every turn. Look at that. And they even get to ramp too. Wow. Look at the synergy there. Static Net. Well, unfortunately, Static Net was probably our only out for that Howling Mine. Although we do just have to deal with the Stalwart, and I guess we start drawing up Howling Mine, so that works. Can't cast any of the cards in our hand, so I don't know if they care that much. If I were my opponent, I guess I'd get rid of Elite, probably. Yeah, I agree with that. Green mana is good, so... I mean, best use of mana is Symmetry Matrix, but Clear Cutter, at least, I guess... Well, it doesn't even hold a sprite back, does it? But it does ramp to Aeronaut Cavalry, which I probably need in order to win this. And neither of those draw off of Symmetry Matrix, so I might as well. Alright. Could be worse. So, let's see. We have 6 mana technically. Let's do the cavalry though and get in for 3. Lost 2 swamps. I think we have 1 swamp left and 2 evolving wilds, but that's that airlift chaplain could not have hurt us more. Never been the best self-miller. Nice. Look at that. Gosh, if only our deck had like 4 arrests in it or something. I feel like we could do pretty good. So I guess I can do Awaken the Woods for 4. They have reach now, don't they? So that's gonna be problematic. Maybe just do the Matrix. I mean, if I do Awaken the Woods for 4, I can... I just feel like we're going to need a removal spell for the Sprite, not to block it with 6 creatures or something. So, why don't we just play Symmetry Matrix for now, and then pass. That way we can double block a Spider, I guess. I guess I would lose my 2nd green mana if I do that, but... Oh, cool. Just random splashes, too. Nice. I hope they have the Phyrexian Dragon Engine in there, too. That'd be pretty cool. So, I guess I can't really block that too well. Well, that's too bad. Well, I guess we can do Survivor, draw. Yeah, that's not bad, actually. Jeez. Tough game. Almost halfway through the deck and we haven't seen one of our 4, you know, I only have 4 of them, I can't remember the name, prison sentences. Well, I guess I saw all 4 last game, so that would make sense. Has to even out somewhere, right? See 4 in one game, see 0 in the other. Makes perfect sense. Well, I guess I have to bring Disenchant in. I don't really want to. But Sundering Titan too. Yeah, I suppose we better. Man, turn 1 Sentinel Steward, turn 2 Howling Mine. Pretty good. Well, I suppose we got a block to not die, huh? Oh wait, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. There we go. Unless that has trample too. I'm not sure. Ah, black mana. Well, it was our last black mana. That's cool. Alright. So we'll go to game 2. We're going to bring in some disenchants. Probably want to keep the confrontation as a way to kill Stalwart rather. Although... Maybe we ditch the confrontation for the disenchant. I need to find, you know... I gotta cut something, so I gotta figure it out. And what's the other thing? Technically, we can cut a creature, because we have 16 if you include Awaken the Woods, which we probably should. So, maybe the Prospector. It's kind of on the low end of anything I care about. Could cut the Clear Cutter, but it's a little more versatile than Prospector. And as was reinforced, I cannot use Prospector to charge for Awaken the Woods. It just kind of charges up other things. So let's cut it. I'm alright with that. It does power up Paratrooper ability, but so does Awaken the Woods. Oh, I can keep it? Oh, I haven't brought in the other disenchant yet. That's why. Alright. Yeah, this is reasonable. Let's try this out. I want that other Symmetry Matrix too, because they seemed a little bit not too quick. But Symmetry Matrix does not hold a candle to the Howling Mine. Could cut the Clear Cutter too, I guess. And that brings me to 14 creatures, including the Awaken the Woods. It's a little bit creature light. But it's not like Clear Cutter's beating down either. It has good synergy with Puppeteer. Let's just keep it like this. I'm alright with this. Clear Cutter, good enough early. Maybe good late. Play first. Yeah, this hand's fine. Yeah, this hand's just fine. All 3 colors, got plays. At least you can't tap an artifact for the Springleaf Drum to combo off with Howling Mine. That's good. Ooh, that was a good draw. So now we can go Harvester into Chaplain and then power out our Elite, even if we don't draw land. Hopefully Chaplain doesn't mill important cards here. Alright. I think we're gonna go... I guess I'll attack. I can unearth this, and we already know that. Oh, well that's good. It's telling. So... any picks I want here. I've already got a land drop, so maybe just take the Perimeter Patrol. Make some Power Stone tokens. Take the Static Net, or are they going to take the Elite? Either way, we get a decent creature drop next turn, so no biggie there. Probably Static Net, I'm guessing, because they don't want me to be able to deal with whatever threat they're eventually going to have to play. So play the planes they know about. We'll attack with the Harvester and drop the Elite here. I don't mind trading for a stalwart here. Oh, they don't even want to do that, huh? Well, 2/5 body is actually kind of relevant, so I guess we'll take care of it. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, sure, I'll keep both, I guess. They don't have anything in their graveyard, huh? Well, I guess I'll get rid of a plains then. Next turn we can do both of these. Good. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have kept the disenchant, but it's okay. I actually survived this turn, believe it or not. Shockingly. I guess I don't really care if they trade with the Harvester with their Stalwart, because I can unearth it and pump my patrol next turn, so. Yeah, herein lies the question. Do I want to keep the disenchant? Kind of feels like no now, doesn't it? I'd rather just have like another removal spell or something, so. I mean, even if they play a Sundering Titan, I still kill them, so let's just... I don't know what I'd want to draw instead. Yet another prison sentence, I guess. So we'll attack. They already know about the patrol, so I'll just play it, and then we'll attack with everything. We can get Vanguard back, so alright. Opponent's deck is pretty sweet. If they do a turn 1 Stalwart, turn 2 Howling Mine, it's pretty tough to overcome that. And they've got Sundering Titan in there and a bunch of ramp and stuff. To be honest, our disenchants don't look nearly as good as I'd like them to be. I don't love that we're playing 2 disenchants. I just really don't think we can beat turn 1 Stalwart, turn 2 Howling Mine, so I need an out for that, but I mean, they need 2 cards. I assume they're playing multiple Stalwarts, but that's just an assumption. Other than that, let's run her back again, I guess. I mean, our late game's pretty good. Awaken the Woods, Symmetry Matrix. We don't have a lot of fatties. We have some evasion. We just have a boatload of enchantment removal, and hopefully that's good enough. This hand's pretty good. We got some early threats. Well, I'm not going to hold off. I do like it with the Survivor, but I'm not going to hold off and wait. Alright, well, Disenchant's pretty good, actually. It's going to prevent them from Howling Mining us, so I like that. This is the spot where we want the Disenchant. Boundary Inspector, so... Let's see if they have the Howling Mine too, I'm curious. Mask of the Jade Crafter. Okay. So they can make a maybe 5/5 next turn. I guess I'm holding back on that Disenchant then, even though I could blow up the Foundry Inspector. Problem is, I'm gonna get blown out by Sundering Titan, but I have to live with that for now. Hopefully they lose their Sundering Titan. That would be nice. Because I still need to save the Disenchant. Man, Sundering Titan would really just blow up our old mana base. It's pretty strong. Pretty good. You're just gonna make the 4/4? Okay. I can live with that. And we got a land, so two cards left in hand, and they're at 4, 5, 6. Sundering Titan, I think, costs like... I should probably know how much Sundering Titan costs. I'm gonna look it up. I want to say 7, but I hope it's more. Maybe it's 9. Hopefully 9. 8. Well, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're really close to Sundering Titan. Dang. Maybe I blow up the Inspector instead. It takes them 2 off of Sundering Titan. Not the best use of mana, but I'm getting a little worried they have Sundering Titan in hand. And like I said, the problem is, yeah, Disenchant deals with Sundering Titan, but not before they blow up my mana base. I feel like it's sort of an inevitability at this point. They're going to be able to resolve it at some point. I think I double blocked that. Oh, I don't even want to... Right. Well, I'm going to do Matrix then. Well, actually, never mind. We're doing Cavalry, and we're going to pump our Troll. I guess we'll get in for 4. This is tap an artifact too? Jeez. Oh, dang. Yeah, I think that inevitable Titan's gonna get us. Blow up some lands for that too. Let's play Matrix. I think we need to draw some cards here. So they're at 7. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think they're at 8 already. I think they are technically at Titan mana here. Which means I will have enough for a prison sentence after they blow up 3 of my lands, but still not great shape. Could have just jammed out the power plant worker there, but Yeah, maybe I was supposed to. I guess I can prison sentence and scry for some more lands. Oh, well. It's tolerable, I guess. Let's see. So another option is to play the worker, keep back the spider, and I draw 2. Let's draw. So we're gonna take 6 instead of 3. Although I can chump here too. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't have trample, right? No. Oh, dang. Well, they probably would have been able to do that anyway, so that's alright. Well, I don't really want to take 10, but guess we'll prevent 7. Just getting beat up here. There. Mm-hmm. Static Net, not bad. So we have 6 mana. We can do Hero of the Dunes and get back Perimeter Patrol. But might be smarter to get back the Survivor because it holds back the Honor Guard. Funny, it's not symmetrical anymore because of Hero of the Dunes, so I can't actually draw off of it. They have 8 mana. Ah, that's too bad for us. Yeah, what a bummer. Alright. Oh, that's good. I guess with the land, we can make a drop plus do static net on the golem. So maybe that's better, actually. So we'll chump the golem. Dang. Alright. So static net the golem because it deals more damage. And then next turn we have to prison sentence. Take out the trench stalker. Oh, nice. Beautiful. like it's GG's. So ended up going 2-1. I guess I'll have to be satisfied with that. See some pack one, pick ones. All right. Pack one, pick one. I would take probably Tokazi's Welcome. Yeah. This card's awesome. Great value. Much better than Symmetry Matrix. You don't have to pay either. Really important. Although you can't do it multiple times a turn, but still, I would say better than Symmetry Matrix. Next, we have... Yeah, what's the pick here? I guess the Avenger. It's expensive, but it's nice to have that combination of abilities. It's interesting that they didn't put lifelink on it. Put a lot of other things on it. Alright, this one's probably a pretty easy Harbin. Although I do like Mystic Forge too. In this format, it's pretty sweet. But easy Harbin. This card's phenomenal. It's kind of overpowered in my opinion, at least for limited purposes. But I guess overpowered is meaningless these days. There's so many cards that are just way, way too powerful to make for any sort of like game that goes past, you know, turn 5 or 6 sometimes. It makes for more games where you just get like straight up steamrolled, where like, you know, the argument is typically, yeah, but they made removal better too. Yeah, but the problem is if cheap creatures are stronger, if you don't have the removal, the game ends faster. So it doesn't really matter if they make removal better, because games put away games faster. Creatures put away games faster. Alright, easy Urza here. Great card. And yeah, nothing else even really close to Urza there. So, alright. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.